Hello there, my name is Ifetayo. I'm a property investor and I know how to find profitable property deals. I've been asked severally what the best strategy is or if there's a real estate business plan to help you grow your business. In this video, I'm going to summarize 8 property investment strategies and I'll let you decide which one is best for you. Before we dive in, I'd like to state that when thinking of a real estate business plan, first you need to set a goal. Your goal should lead you into having a target or targets, and this target should inform you as to what strategy is best to achieve those goals. If you currently have a job and have no form of passive income, I would advise you to please don't quit your job to start investing in real estate. If you must quit your job, you should have made enough money in real estate, passive income while you're working for 3 months, enough money to be able to, cater for your monthly needs, your living expenses for 3 months in a row. Then you can quit your job to have more time to ultimately scale your business. Now let's get to it. Number 1 on the list is buy to let. As the name implies, you buy a property and you rent it out. This can depend on the kind of mortgage you have though. Most of the time, people do this wrongly. They buy with emotions, they buy where their friends bought, where their families bought, or areas where they like, rather than buy with logic, in areas where the rental value is quite high. So if you do this wrongly, you won't get good return on investment. HMO, house in multiple occupation. This simply means a house where you have multiple people from different households, not related, living in the same property. This is rented on a room-by-room basis, rather than a single-let style, where you rent out your whole property to just one single household. With the HMO strategy, sometimes tenants share communal room, kitchen, or even bathrooms. HMO can massively increase your cash flow and your return on investment. Compare renting out a property or a 5-bed property at 1,200 per month to renting it out to 5 people at £600 a month. That's going to be about £3,000. You've got bills to pay, but after paying your bills, you will make much more than renting it out to a single family because you're getting rent from 5 people rather than just one family. Note that HMOs can't be done just anywhere. Not all houses are suitable for HMO, and sometimes you might need an HMO license to run your HMO business. At number 3 is serviced accommodation. Think about this as having a mini hotel without no staff. If you have to travel for work, leisure, or for visits, but you need to stay in a hotel, you probably stay there for short term and you pay about £100 to £120 a night. That's considerably a lot of money. So serviced accommodation is you renting out a property on a short stay basis rather than a long term let in terms of single let or HMOs as explained earlier. With serviced accommodation, you don't need to be heavily involved like you running a hotel. All you need to do is get a cleaner on a contract basis. Maybe get a key safe outside the property, put your property that is listed on Airbnb and booking.com. With this, you make a whole lot of money compared to the single let style. Sitting at number 4 is rent to rent. This is one of my favorites. You must have heard some of these property gurus say you can make money from property you don't own or make money from property you don't own with no money down. Well, this is technically possible. One of the ways you can do this is via the rent to rent strategy. Now, what is rent to rent? Rent to rent is you renting or leasing a property from a landlord and then re-renting it. I must say that it is illegal to sublet in the UK. So, rent to rent must be done under the right contract. Rent to rent has to be done under a management agreement because what you do is you control the property, pay the landlord, charge the higher rent, and then keep the difference. Rent to rent is a very good one for people starting out in property because you don't need so much money to start. And if you understand the strategy very well, you can legally use other people's money to achieve your goals. Purchase lease option. I currently have a couple of these in my pipeline because it is easy and cheap to employ. So it is good for starters and for people with huge property portfolio. Purchase lease option is like rent to rent, but with the option to buy down the line. It's like you buying a house now and paying for it later. If this is done correctly, you will benefit from the monthly cash flow and also the capital appreciation over the lease term. With just £1 option fee, £1, yes, and solicitor fees, you can secure a purchase lease option. Number 6 on the list is flip. This strategy is also known as buy and sell. It's when you buy a property, push the value up by refurbishing it and then selling it on. The downside to this strategy is you have to pay tax on the profit. Well, I call it the downside because I love to keep majority of my money, if not all of my money, legally. Well, I'm not going to rule this out because you can make a lot of money even after paying tax. Number 7 on the list is BRRR. Buy, refurbish, refinance, rent. This strategy is very similar to the flip, where you buy a property, you push the value up by refurbishing it, but instead of selling it, you refinance it. What this means is you pull your money out. You're left with the property and then you rent it out. With this strategy, you retain ownership of the property without paying tax, even if you pulled out all your money or more. If done correctly, the rent should pay the mortgage and leave you with monthly cash flow. You can recycle your money by doing this time and time again with the same cash. You also profit from capital appreciation down the line. You can refinance it, pull out the difference, keep the difference, or use it as a deposit on another property without paying tax because you don't pay tax on debt. Number 8 on the list is deal selling. I like this strategy a lot because it's good for everybody as it works with little or no money at all. This strategy requires some knowledge and some time. All you need to do is look for a good property deal, package it, look for an investor, and sell it on for a fee. For an average deal I package and sell, I charge between £2,500 and £6,000. I know you might be thinking, who's going to pay him £6,000 for a deal they can find online? Well, what if they can't find it online? What if it's an off-market deal? What if they can't strike a good bargain? What if they are so busy to look for deals? What if they don't know how to buy with logic and they only know how to buy with emotions and then they've gotten burnt, several times? What if? There are so many what ifs to consider. As mentioned earlier, you need some knowledge and some time. I reckon about 2 hours a day, that's about 10 hours a week. If you're able to sell just one deal monthly, you would replace your current job in no time. Yeah, and I said I was going to give you 8 real estate investment strategies, but I'm feeling really good today, and I'm in the mood for Christmas, so I'll give you one more. Co-deal selling. What this means is you partner with a deal sourcer like me that has got a package deal. You look for an investor to buy the deal off me, and then we split the profit. Simple. No experience, no money needed, nothing. 2 beautiful things I love about these strategies are you can combine multiple strategies, to increase your return on investment. And the other one is you can get an investor if you've got the right knowledge, partner with the investor, and still make money. If you've enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Turn on post notification so that you can get notified when I post useful content like this. Take action now.